Hello everyone, welcome back. We got it. We got the press. We are doing our first pressing video. So I wanted to show you guys exactly how I was doing this. We are using the Royal Press t-shirt press. This is an Amazon special. This is a heavy. This is a big boy. Nice press. I've pressed several things so far. I just kind of wanted to show you guys my technique here. See how it turns out. So nice press here. So a couple things I want to show you. You can set the timer here and then you can control the temperature. So what I'm doing is I'm setting everything at 170. Seems to be doing pretty well. Let that heat up. And then this right here is how you can control the pressure. So twisting this clockwise would increase the pressure and counterclockwise would decrease the pressure. Inside the press here, you can see I've already got some goodies in here. So I've got magazine size backer boards and then a couple pieces of Teflon paper. Inside the press here, the heat actually comes from this upper pad surface. I don't know what kind of material that is, but it almost feels like a tablecloth type material. And then there's a couple padding, couple cushions here. And some people take this layer out. I don't, because if I did, it wouldn't create enough pressure to do this. The book wouldn't be pressed all the way down. Okay, so what I do is I put a magazine size board down first, and then I put a piece of Teflon paper. So basically, whenever you want all the surfaces of the book to be covered in that Teflon paper. The book I'm pressing today is a good one. This is ASM number 44. This is the second appearance of the lizard. And if you can already kind of tell, you see this waviness? So there's certain things that you can press out and certain things you can't. So if you look on the spine here, all those ticks, all the color break, all that is not going to come out. The indentions that are left by those ticks should come out. So what I've done is I've put a backer board with the glossy side up, tucked very tightly against the staples here. So I've pushed this as tight as I can up against the staples or the spine here. Bear with me here. And then I am going to basically set that in the center of this backer board. Then I'm taking the other Teflon paper and I'm placing it on top of the actual book. So you have Teflon on the back cover, and then you have Teflon on the front cover, and then I'm putting the other backer board in to just create that pressure and to create a smooth surface. Because if you didn't have this, it would be pressing up against this, and that could cause it's not going to flatten the book, so you need to have a flat surface here. All right, and I kind of compress this down. It's already heated up pretty close to where we want it. The timer only sets for 900 seconds. And the next thing that I want to kind of talk about is how long I'm doing this. So the plan is to do this for about an hour. So you can see the press is already getting past that 170. And you will see this, that's very common in many presses, that the temperature regulation is not exact. I've actually had this set on like 167, I believe, and it gets back down to 170 and then it just kind of stays there. So you kind of have to play with that to get it right as far as your temperature regulation. As far as pressure goes, I've got it, I don't know, like a medium type pressure. I don't have the thing totally torqued, but I definitely don't have it that loose. So yeah, we're going to press it for an hour, and then we are going to come back, and then I'm going to flip the book over, put the backer board on the inside of the back cover, between the back cover and the staples, and do that for another hour. and then leave the book in there. Some people say leave it in there for as much as 24 hours. I usually leave it in there about 5 or 6. Sometimes I do leave them overnight. You can repeat this process multiple times to get as much of it out as you can. A couple things to be leery of: if there are inserts into books, that will press through and up into your covers. So I recently pressed a First Scarlet Spider and Web of Spider-Man, and there was an insert, and it pressed up into the front cover. So you need to be careful of that. These Silver Age books don't have anything like that, so there's no concern there. All right, we will press this and we'll come back in an hour and I'll show you what I do. All right, so it's been an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the press, open it up here. Now the books usually kind of curl up around the pages. I don't know if you can already kind of tell this is already flattening out. But in order for it to make it stay, the biggest part of the whole step is to let it cool and just let it press down and stay compressed with the press turned off. So I'm going to flip the book over. There you can see the back of the book. I don't think I've shown you that. Got some staining. You know, this is mid-grade at best. But, I mean, the difference that putting these, getting these wrinkles out, I mean, this changes the grade of a book from 4 to a 6, something crazy, you know, at least a couple grade bumps. Okay, I'm gonna push this tight against the staples and we're gonna let it cook for another hour. See you in an hour. All right, so we've let this press. I actually pressed it an additional time, and then I ended up leaving it overnight and into the day. So we're close to around, I don't know, 18 to 20 hours. Let's see how it looks. Right off the bat, I can tell a difference. Let me try to hold it in the same light. You see how all that's kind of got a gloss now? It's got a shine. It's more reflective surface. Now, some of that waviness there, if you touch it, if you kind of rub your finger over it, it doesn't really feel wavy, but it still appears that way. A lot of the other areas completely smoothed out. You can see that gloss just everywhere, like on Lizard's pants, Spidey's suit. Right there's a good shot of it. Flip it over. Bag's got a nice gloss. All those wrinkles out. Did pretty well. I thought this would be a pretty good example of what pressing can do. I mean, it doesn't work miracles, but man, it does make a significant improvement. If at any point in time you like this video, give it the thumbs up. And if you like this video, subscribe for more. Appreciate you watching. Take care.